and the top 7 things to do in eBuddy. We'll talk about Digital Cookie 101, our gift of caring, our troop cookie managers, some rewards, and then we will do the infamous Q&A where I will answer every single question to the best of my knowledge. Next slide, please. All right, but first, before we dive into this, Casey, who has won our first door prize?
Our winner for our first door prize is Noreen.
Noreen, congratulations. Congratulations. If you would like to, Heather, put your email in the chat. Yay, congratulations. If you want to put, you can email Heather your address and we will send that out to you. Congratulations for winning the door prize. It is a wonderful canvas bag with the GSGNY logo that you see here. All right, let's dive right in. Why do we sell cookies? So here's really the crux of what we're doing. We do it for financial reasons. The cookie program is how you raise funds for your troop. And for every package you sell, you get $1.25 returned to the troop. So if one girl sells 125 packages of cookies, the troop will receive $150. If the troop has 12 Girl Scouts and each girl sells 125 packages, the troop makes $1,800. So it's a great way to fund things. It's a great way to start up. Also, this is the highest rebate in the country at the moment. We also do it, sorry, before I get there, all proceeds stay local to New York City and the GSGNY Council. We also do it for the experiential reasons. The cookie program is the foundation of Girl Scouts and exposes girls to new ideas, responsibilities, and skills. And these are what we lovingly call the 5 skills: goal setting, decision-making, money management, people skills, and business ethics. Next slide, please. All right, so cookies is its own language. It's like we're going to be speaking a foreign language. So we've made this video to sort of introduce you to the language of cookies. Heather? We can't hear. A little technical difficulty, bear with us. We can hear, I can see her moving, but I cannot. Heather, do you have to unmute, possibly?
Maybe, because I turned the volume all the way up. So let me
Scouts
see.
of Greater New York. The name
that better?
There we go. All right.
GNY serves Girl
We're gonna
Scouts
back up.
of
This is why movies have editing.
ACH stands for Automated Clearinghouse.
Okay, Heather, go to the beginning, please.
Safe and secure banking.
Okay.
There we go.
Oops.
Yes,
Nope.
GNY, we have our own language at Girl Scouts. This video provides a glossary of commonly used terms that you might not be familiar with. The terms are presented in chronological order for when during cookie season you'll need to know them. You don't have to remember all these terms, as this video will remain on our website for easy reference. GSGNY stands for Girl Scouts of Greater New York, the name of our council. GSGNY serves Girl Scouts in the 5 boroughs of New York City. ACH stands for Automated Clearinghouse. It is the safe and secure banking system we use for electronic fund transfers during the cookie program. We need an ACH form in order to sweep your account for money you've collected from customers and to provide your rebate. The money your troop earns from the cookie program, $1.20 per package of cookies sold. Wufoo, the name of a website we often use to create forms. We might say, I'll send you the Wufoo. The initial order period is a specific period of time at the beginning of cookie season when Girl Scouts collect cookie orders from customers. These cookie orders are then delivered to the Girl Scouts and then customers at a later date. This year, the initial ordering period is from January 15th to February 15th. Post-season is a period of time after the initial order period has ended, but cookies are still being sold. Girl Scouts can sell cookies during the post-season using digital cookie or the go-getter card and booth sales. The postseason this year is from February 16th to March 30th. Digital Cookie and eBuddy are the two software systems we use for the cookie program. Digital Cookie is the website where Girl Scouts can sell cookies directly to customers, and eBuddy is a behind-the-scenes website used by troop leaders, cookie managers, and Girl Scout staff to complete the business portion of the sale. The cookie drive-through. No, not like that. This is a cookie drive-through. On Saturday, March 1st, trucks will deliver cookies to a predetermined location, such as a church or school parking lot, where troop leaders and cookie managers can pick up the initial order cookies for their troop. There will be locations in the Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, and Brooklyn. These cookies will then be distributed to the Girl Scouts in their troop, who will then deliver them safely to the customers. Home delivery is the other way troop leaders and cookie managers can receive their initial order of cookies. These cookies are delivered directly to their residence or to a predetermined location, like a church, school, or meeting site. This option is available for troops with a minimum order of 75 cases. Troops may combine orders to reach this minimum. Cookies in hand. This is a phrase used once Girl Scouts receive cookies from either a home delivery or a drive-through and begin selling them directly to their customers. Cookie cupboard. These are local homes or locations throughout New York City where extra cookies are stored. Troop leaders or parents can pick up cookies from a cupboard if they need more to hold a booth sale, for instance. The cupboard is run by a cookie cupboard manager, a wonderful volunteer who has given up space in her home for this purpose. Gift of Caring is a council-wide service project where customers can purchase cookies for a charitable cause. In the past, our Gift of Caring partners have included the U.S. military, local food banks, and New York health and hospitals. Each year, GSGNY selects our Gift of Caring partner. Allocate. This is the method by which you give a Girl Scout credit for the cookies she has sold. You do this on eBuddy. It is important to allocate cookies throughout the program because this is how Girl Scouts earn rewards. It's okay if you have questions about how to allocate. We'll release a whole video about this later in the season. Rewards. Rewards are the prizes a Girl Scout earns for selling cookies. They are listed on the rewards panel shown here. And that's it for Glossary 201. Thanks for watching.
I promise it is not as scary as it sounds. That was a lot of information, and there is no pop quiz. All right, next slide, please. Okay, let's talk about some hot topics for Cookie Program 2025. We will be talking about cookie season dates, the cookie varieties, girl delivery, girl order card entry in Digital Cookie, and saying goodbye to a friend of ours, the s'mores. Next slide. Troop rebates. As I said before, troop rebates will be $1.20 per package sold. This rebate is one of the highest in the country, if not the highest in the country. Opt-out options. Troops that choose to opt out of rewards, meaning you don't get the actual physical reward, will receive an additional 10 cents per package sold. Opt-out on the troop rebate will be $1.30. Junior Girl Scouts and multi-level troops containing juniors will be allowed to opt out of rewards for the additional rebate. This is a change. It used to be only cadets, seniors, and ambassadors. Rewards. Additional funds have been secured to make Cookie Program 2025 the most robust reward season we've had yet. And additional lower tiers have been added to make sure more Girl Scouts receive more rewards. Higher reward tiers are both experiential and physical items suggested by our cookie executives, which are our top sellers. Also, there is uniform pricing across all varieties. All cookies will be $7 a package, and I'm happy to report that Nassau and Suffolk and Heart of the Hudson, our neighboring councils, will also all be $7 this year. Next slide, please. All right, let's talk about the program dates. On January 6th, you will all receive an email and you will have digital cookie access. This means you can start setting up your digital cookie pages and get familiar with the system. On January 8th, the parents will have access and can begin setting up their girls' digital cookie page. On January 15th, it all begins. Digital cookie begins, and also the in-person order card begins. February 15th, our initial order period ends. That's the last day that you can use your order card. March 1st is our cookie drive-through. The week of March 3rd will be our cookie home deliveries. And on March 30th, cookie season ends and it's all over. So it's a big 3 months. And as you can see, there are two parts to our cookie season. The ones in purple are the in-person elements. So the in-person order with the digital order card. I'm sorry, the paper order card. And then the post-season with the goal-getter card. Also, digital cookie runs from January 15th to March 30th, and that there are no restrictions or parameters on that one. Next slide, please. Why did we choose a January 15th start date? It's after the December holidays. We also heard concerns last year from volunteers that we were starting later than the surrounding councils. The program will end before spring break, so no one's spring break will be affected. There are no drive-through or home deliveries falling during February break, which is a huge one. And troops will receive their digital cookie rebates in mid-April in time to use for all of your end-of-year activities. Also, the rewards will arrive before the end of the school year. Next slide, please. All right, in-person cookie orders. This is your traditional, when you think of Girl Scouts, with their order card, you fill it out, you say how many cookies you want. We are doing that with the girl order cards. We also will do Girl Scout delivery through digital cookie, and we absolutely encourage you to do a cookie booth. You can also place booth cookies on your initial order, and we'll talk more about this later. Next slide, please. We will have 9 varieties of cookies. There are no new cookies this year. We will have Adventurefuls, Lemon Ups, Trefoils, Do-si-dos, Samoas, Tagalongs, Thin Mints, the S'mores, and the Toffee-tastic, which is a gluten-free one. And again, there's uniform pricing across all of these varieties. It is $7. Next slide, please. I've been saying this for years, but this time it's actually true. We are saying farewell to our friend the S'mores. They are being retired by Little Brownie Bakery, and they will be replaced with a new cookie in the 2026 season. Next slide, please. Okay, we want you to know who you ask about. If you have the right question, where to direct it. So we've made another little video to show you who's who at our council.
So, your girl joined Girl Scouts. She's excited to start selling cookies, and you're excited to support her. But you may be wondering, who are the people who will help you along the way? This video is a guide to who's who in the world of cookies. The first person is your Girl Scouts troop leader. This awesome, dedicated volunteer leads the troop and organizes programming, activities, and runs the meeting. They do much more than that as well. Your troop may also have a troop cookie manager. This person is another volunteer who has agreed to take on the responsibilities of cookie season so that your troop leader has more time to run the meetings. They may be a parent or guardian of another Girl Scout in the troop. Troop cookie managers and troop leaders make an awesome team. Then there's your service unit cookie manager. This magical volunteer has taken on the responsibility of managing the cookie program, not just for one troop, but for an entire service unit, which basically means a geographical area. Your service unit cookie manager is very experienced in the world of cookies and will know the answers to many questions. By the way, if you're a troop leader and you're looking for your service unit cookie manager's contact info, it's on your eBuddy dashboard, circled here. In addition to this network of incredible volunteers, we have staff members at Girl Scouts of Greater New York, who are here to help. First, we have Heather Riney, the Associate Director of Product Programs and Retail. She handles all of the logistics for the cookie program and works with service unit cookie managers, cupboard managers, delivery agents, and the bakery. She makes sure cookie and reward orders are placed and cookies are where they need to be. She also deals with the ACHs. We will have a video all about what that means later on. Then there's Casey Keith, the Manager of Product Program, Girl and Volunteer Experience. That's me. I lead the girl and volunteer focused aspects of the cookie program. I handle event production, cookie focused programming, like the Cookie Executive Committee, Cookie University, and the Cookie Rally. I also work collaboratively with the marketing and communications team, volunteer support, advancements, and other departments as needed. Michael Salonia is the Senior Director of Product Programs. He is the cookie boss. He manages all aspects of the cookie program, from budgets to marketing to strategy to booths to gift of caring. He also coordinates cross-departmental collaboration and reports to the executive team. Karen Lungard is our interim CEO. Before she was CEO, she was our Chief Operating Officer at our council. She is now responsible for steering the whole Girl Scouts of Greater New York ship. We have some additional important members of our team as well, including Sylvia Cho Yu. Sylvia is our digital cookie and cookie experience expert. She provides support in all things digital cookies, handles emails elevated to the cookie team from customer care, and provides one-on-one advice during the post-sale as our resident cookie coach. Sylvia is a longtime troop leader and service unit manager who brings her years of volunteer experience to the team. And finally, Corey Keene. She is our product programs consultant and data manager. Her duties include, but are not limited to, set up and support of our software programs, including eBuddy and Digital Cookie. So now you know, that's who's who for the cookie program at Girl Scouts of Greater New York. Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much. So we are all here. We are a dedicated team and we are here for your questions. We will walk you through every part of cookie season and we're here to support. Next slide, please. All right, let's talk about the 8 steps to success. These are the 8 tried and true steps of cookie programming. All right, number 1, attend a troop leader training. Congratulations, you've already got step 1 done. You're down to 7. Number 2, distribute the order cards. You will receive these from your service unit cookie manager, the person who manages the cookie program in your area, and this is the hard copy card. 3, run a cookie program meeting. There are in-depth guides on GSUSA's website, and we'll send this link out to you, where you'll set a cookie goal, you'll discuss cookie season, you'll go over the order card and how you fill that out, and you'll talk about and encourage digital cookie. Also, very important to review the safety tips for selling in person and in-line and online. Safety is number 1 in my mind, a paramount concern. Also, please fill out a troop cookie manager agreement, and Corey will drop that in the chat right now. This form acknowledges the responsibilities and standards you must adhere to as a troop cookie manager. And once you fill it out, you will have access to step 5. This is the big one to remember. No troop cookie manager agreement equals no eBuddy access. So the number 1 thing you're going to think is, why don't I have access to eBuddy? And our first question is going to be, did you fill out a troop cookie manager agreement? And that must be done by at least 1 person in every troop. Number 5 is log into eBuddy. We will be talking a little bit more about this, but eBuddy is the website where you take care of all your cookie business. You enter your initial order, you track your goals, you sign up for deliveries, you sign up for booths, you submit rewards, and a whole lot more. In January, you will receive an email prompting you to log in. And once you log in, you go to the Girl tab and make sure all your Girl Scouts are listed. And if there's anyone missing, you fill out the added Girl Scout to eBuddy WooFoo form, which we'll drop in the chat right now. And please make sure all of your girls are registered. Number 6, this is a huge one. Have a valid ACH form on file with the council. Fill out the 2025 ACH debit authorization form, and you can email that back to cookieach@girlscoutsnyc.org with a voided check showing the routing number and the account number. If you don't have a voided check, just get us the routing number and the account number, and we'll work with that. Every troop needs to fill out an ACH form every year. And the reason that this is so important is we cannot return money to you unless we know where to put it. Number 7, create a troop digital cookie page. When people Google where to buy Girl Scout cookies, they are directed to GSA's page, prompting them to enter a zip code. You will then the cookie link that you set up will be then found by zip code. And it's a great way to drive sales. And then there are a couple optional forms. There's a troop delivery form if you would like a home delivery. Again, that 75 cases is the minimum to guarantee a home delivery. And we talked about the rewards opt-out form if you don't want the tchotchkes, but you would like the extra 10 cents per package. Okay, next slide.
This is all me. Okay, so this is the 5 forms. So we have the cookie season 2025 opt-out of Girl Scout delivered form. This is a new form this year, so any troop that wishes to opt out of Girl Delivery through digital cookie needs to complete this form by January 10th. So that way we can turn Girl Delivery off before the season kicks off. Once we've turned that off, it will not be turned back on for your troop. The troop cookie manager agreement. So leaders and troop cookie managers would need to complete that WUFU form. This is what we use to upload the information into eBuddy, and you will not have eBuddy access for this year until the form's been submitted. Your ACH form, all troops need to submit an ACH form for cookie season 2025, even if your troops banking information has not changed. If your troops participated in fall product and you already submitted your ACH, you don't need to resubmit the form. And these forms are due by January 22nd. The home delivery form, if your troop is planning a home delivery, you'll need to complete this WUFU form. We don't roll the delivery information over in eBuddy from year to year. And even if you're unsure that you're going to meet that delivery minimum, fill that form out so we've got the information in eBuddy and it's already for you just in case. You can always select a drive-through if you don't meet the home delivery minimum, or partner up with another troop. And those forms need to be submitted by January 22nd as well. And then that rewards opt-out form, if the troop is opting out of rewards, that form needs to be submitted by January 22nd so we can get that checked off in eBuddy, and then your proceeds will calculate correctly for you.
Thank you so much, Heather.
You're welcome. Oh.
I now am going to turn this over to Heather Riney, who has a PhD in eBuddy, and she will teach the top 7 things to do in eBuddy. She's been at this for a long time, and she knows this program inside and out.
All right, the first thing is to enter address information. Number 2 is to check your troop age level. Then enter your bank account information. Add any additional users that may need access. Check your Girl Scouts. Are they all there? Add shirt sizes for your Girl Scouts, and check your dashboard messages. So the next slides are going to be kind of in depth because they've got screenshots of everything, and we'll walk through your top 7 things to do next. So step 1 is entering your contact information. So here you'll see highlighted in red, everything like will have a little red circle where you would need to click. You'll click on that contacts tab, and then you'll click on select edit in your contacts record. Then it'll bring up the next screen, and whoops, things blocking my view here a minute. You want to make sure that the receives email box is checked. This ensures that you'll receive important cookie season updates that are sent out through eBuddy. And then you'll click on update contact information. So you see here, we've got Casey. She hasn't put in any of her information in yet. Once you click the update contact information, it's going to bring you to this little cookie portal profile. And you're going to put in your current password for eBuddy. You want to make sure that that information that's in that global ID box does not get changed, because this is what eBuddy uses to sync you with Digital Cookie. So if you have something else in there, like an email address, we see that a lot, it's not going to have you linked up to Digital Cookie for you to be able to sign in over there. So just make sure that you don't change that global ID. And then you'll need to enter your phone number and addresses in the boxes and choose Update Profile. And that will complete putting in all of your contact information. Then you want to go and check your troop age level. Make sure that the troop is listed at the correct age level. That's really important if you're opting out of rewards, so that when we go to look at it, we make sure that, you know, that they are juniors and above. So you'll click on your settings tab, and in this troop information section, you'll see the age level, and that's circled there in red. If that information's incorrect, just email us at digitalcookie@girlscoutsnyc.org, and the team will make that update for you. So you'll see there will be a little drop down, and you'll have all the Daisy, Brownie Jr., etc. And then if you do have a mixed level troop, it should say group for you. And this is probably one of the most important steps here in eBuddy, is entering that bank account information. Like Mike said, if we don't have this information and it's not in eBuddy, we can't issue you guys your credits back at the end of the season. So again, you'll click on that settings tab. You'll scroll down towards the bottom of the screen where you'll see the bank information area, and you're going to enter in your bank name, the routing number, and the account number. But an important thing to note here in eBuddy, even though it says bank name, this should be the name that's on your troop account. So for example, Girl Scout Troop 3401, not the actual name of your bank. Adding additional users. So if you've got some other members of your troop that you need to add, and we'll talk about a couple of those roles in a second, you can do that on the contacts tab. And you'll click this little plus add button. It will then bring you up to the next screen. So you'll see there's a little caret next to the troop leader role and a drop-down box of possible roles. So you want to select the role for the contact, put their name and email in the system, and click save. So the troop leader and the troop cookie manager have full access to eBuddy. They can enter information, they can make changes to the troop order. And if you're listed as a TCM, the troop cookie manager, you don't need to be added as a troop leader as well. You can only need to be in there one time. Your troop booth recorder only user is only able to record booth sale information. They can't make any other changes in the system. Your troop cookie pickup only user is only able to access eBuddy to pick up cookies from a cupboard. So this is a great one for parents that need extra cookies from a cupboard. You can put the order in, you can add them as the pickup only user, and they can go to the cupboard and grab their cookies. And again, they can't make any changes to the system. That just shows the cupboard managers that they are, you know, authorized to pick up. And then a troop view only user can only view information in eBuddy. They cannot make any changes at all. So really, really important, if you're a troop leader or a TCM, the troop cookie manager agreement, do not add yourself to this role. We see it happen a couple times a year, and then they can't get in to actually put in their cookie order, and that's why, because this does override any of the other roles that you may have, and you won't be able to put in your order or make any sort of changes if you're in there as a view only user. Then you want to check your girls and enter shirt sizes. So you're going to click on the girls tab, make sure all your Girl Scouts are listed, make sure their grade is correct. And again, email us if it's not, so we can get that corrected in both eBuddy and in Salesforce. This is important in Digital Cookie because it will show them what badges and that they can earn based on the grade level that's in eBuddy. You want to enter their t-shirt size so that you're prepared for rewards at the end of the season, just in case they earn that cookie executive t-shirt or they earn that little panda hoodie. And then we have an add a Girl Scout to eBuddy Wufoo form. So if you are missing girls, you can fill that form out and we will get them uploaded into eBuddy for you and into Digital Cookie. And then the other important thing to do, you'll see here, you've got the all the caregiver emails. So you want to make sure that you send a link to the permission slip WooFoo to the caregivers of all your Girl Scouts. All Girl Scouts that participate in the cookie program do need a signed permission slip. So the parents can just do that right in the WooFoo. It's all electronic and no paper for you guys to keep track of. And then you want to check your dashboard messages. So this is something whenever you go into eBuddy, on the right-hand side of your homepage, there's a messages section. Check that regularly for important messages from the council. You can click on the little read more to read the full message. And then just once you're finished with that message, you can mark it as read. So that way, you know, you'll only see anything that's current. That's it.
And that is it. Thank you so much, Heather, for that in-depth look at eBuddy. Let's all just take a breath. That was an incredible amount of really dense information that came at you. And I promise it is not as scary as it all sounds tonight. I'm seeing a lot of, will the forms also be mailed? Yes, we will put those in the email that we send you tomorrow that has the recording. Again, please hold all questions until the end. Now let's talk all about Digital Cookie. And Heather, if you could put your volume all the way up, it's a little low on our end here, I think. We have another video made by the great Casey Keefe on Digital Cookie.
Hello again, and welcome to Digital Cookie 101. This video will give you an overview of what Digital Cookie is, what makes it so great, and how to use it. If you don't already know, Digital Cookie is the website Girl Scouts use to sell cookies. All registered Girl Scouts are given access to their own Digital Cookie page with their own unique URL they can send out to their customers. Your Girl Scout should definitely use Digital Cookie as part of the cookie program, and here's why. Reason number one. It's easy. In early January, you'll receive an email prompting you to get started. From there, all you need to do is register, set up your site, invite your customers, and track your sales. It's so easy that Girl Scouts over 13 can do it on their own. Reason number two, skills. We all know the cookie program teaches Girl Scouts important skills, and Digital Cookie expands on them. As the world moves ever more towards doing business virtually, running her own online cookie business and learning to market digitally are valuable experiences that will prepare your Girl Scout for the future. Reason number three, success. Girl Scouts who use Digital Cookie sell between 25 to 50% more cookies than Girl Scouts who don't. That's more funds for your Girl Scout troop, more rewards for your Girl Scout, and more cookies for your friends and family. So, how does Digital Cookie work? Shipped versus girl delivery. When your customer purchases cookies, there'll be an option to choose shipped or girl delivery. If they choose shipped cookies, they will get their cookies quickly, usually within a week or two of purchase, but they'll have to pay a shipping fee. Shipped cookies are the easiest, most convenient, and fastest option for both you and your customer. If they choose girl delivery, that means the cookies will not be shipped to them. Rather, they will be delivered by your Girl Scout and you at a later date. There is no shipping charge for girl delivery, but the customer will have to wait longer to receive the cookies. Every time a customer chooses the girl delivery option, you will receive an email asking you to confirm or deny their order. This is because we don't want you to have to deliver cookies to someone you don't know or who lives too far away from you. Please note that the girl delivery option will remain available throughout the whole program. Now we're going to do a deep dive into the process of approving or denying a girl order delivery. So your customer has chosen girl delivery. This is the screen they will see when they go to check out. They will see this message, which says, getting your order delivered by this Girl Scout requires approval by her parent. If your order is not approved within 5 days, what would you like to do? The customer must then choose one of two options as a backup in case you do not approve the girl delivery. The options are donate your cookie order to Gift of Caring or cancel your cookie order. If they choose to donate to Gift of Caring, they will not receive the cookies, but they will still be charged and your Girl Scout will still receive credit for the order. If they choose to cancel the order, they will not receive cookies, they will not be charged, and your Girl Scout will not receive credit. Here's what it looks like on your end when a customer chooses Girl Delivery. The first thing that happens is you will receive this email which states you have 5 days to approve the order. You'll then be prompted to log into Digital Cookie. Once you've logged in, click on the Orders tab to see which orders are pending your approval. Here, you'll see the Digital Cookie Orders to Deliver section. On this page, you can see all of the info about these orders, including who bought them, where they can be delivered to, and how many days you have left to approve the order. When deciding whether to approve or decline the order, consider the following. Is the customer someone you know and trust? Are you willing and able to deliver cookies to them? If so, approve the order. If not, decline it. To make this decision, click the box next to the order number and then click Approve or Decline. Your decision is final. Once you choose Approve or Decline, there's no way to change it. If you exceed the 5-day deadline, your order will automatically be declined. Now, all you have to do is wait for your cookies to arrive and deliver them to your customer. You'll receive all of the cookies that were ordered for Girl Delivery during the initial order period in early March. This includes your approved digital cookie orders, Girl Delivery orders, and your order card orders. Girl Delivery orders placed after the initial order period will need to be picked up from a cupboard. Your troop leader will arrange to get the cookies to you. And that's it for Digital Cookie 101. Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much, Casey. Oop. Okay, if you need digital cookie help or tech support, we are here for you. We have Sylvia. This is her dedicated email, digitalcookie@girlscoutsnyc.org. And that will be monitored starting January 6th by Sylvia and us before then. So email in with your questions and we'll be happy to get an answer to you as soon as possible. Next slide, please. Okay, let's talk about Girl Delivery. As you can see, this has some really large exclamation points and red triangles, so this is super important. Girl Delivery is what we think of when we think of traditional sales. You give your money to the girl takes it, puts it on her order card, and then delivers you the cookies at a later date. But there's a couple things that make Girl Delivery unique. Next slide, please.
Okay. I found this on the web for KCOK if you need digital cookie help.
Sorry, that's Siri, and she's trying to be helpful. Okay. Digital Cookie enables Girl Scouts to accept girl-delivered orders from January 15th to March 30th. This is a little change if you're a returning leader. Girl Scout Delivery and Digital Cookie will remain on through the end of the program. It used to be that after the initial order, we turned off Girl Delivery, but we heard from a lot of leaders that they thought they could get more sales if Girl Delivery was enabled to the very, very end of the program. So we said, absolutely. Girl Delivery is on by default when the season begins. Troop Cookie managers may turn off and turn on Girl Delivery for the Troop link in Digital Cookie at any time throughout the season. This is the Troop link only. The Troop Cookie managers have access to do that. Troop Cookie managers cannot turn off Girl Delivery for individual Girl Scouts in the troop. Only we have that power. And it is a one-shot thing. Either the troop as a whole is on for Girl Delivery, or the troop as a whole is off for Girl Delivery. And if Girl Delivery is turned on for your troop, then caregivers may choose to turn on or off Girl Delivery at any time. Okay, next slide. Here's where it gets tricky. Please inform your families that they must approve or deny each Girl Scout delivered request. This is because we want you only to deliver to people you know and that people who are local to you. Caregiver approval must be completed within 5 days of customer purchase. Orders not approved within this timeline will be canceled or donated per customer selection at the time of purchase. If they are canceled, the girl does not get credit for it. If they are donated, the girl does get credit for it. If the order is not approved and automatically cancels, the Girl Scout will not, oh, I just said this, never mind. Please do not mark orders delivered until an actual customer delivery occurs because it will cause customer confusion if the order isn't received. Marking the order delivered generates an automatic email confirmation to the customers. So if you haven't delivered the cookies, your customers will get an email that says you have delivered the cookies, and it causes a great deal of confusion and consternation amongst everyone. Next slide. Here's how Girl Delivered works. During the initial order, remember that's January 15th to February 15th, approved Girl Delivered orders will be automatically updated on the initial order tab in eBuddy until your troop has submitted the initial order. These cookie orders will be delivered to your troop either through the cookie drive-through or the initial order home delivery. After initial order, this is after February 15th, Girl Delivered orders approved after submission will need to be filled using unsold cookie inventory. These could be cookies that your troop has received with your initial order. And if you do not have enough inventory to fill this order, you may need to get additional cookies from one of our cookie cupboards.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Next slide, please. Okay, so here's choose your own adventure here. Should our troop turn off Girl Delivery? And here are the questions to ask yourself. Is your troop going to participate in any portion of the in-person sales? Is your troop, and these are the in-person elements. The Girl Order Card, that's the traditional order taking, digital cookie Girl Delivered, booths, walkabouts, lemonade stands, those are the little individual girl stands, or the Goal Getter Order Card. And if you say no to that, then absolutely turn digital cookie off. If you say yes, is your troop willing to pick up or receive cookies from a drive-through, a home delivery, or a cookie cupboard? And if the answer is no, turn off that Girl Delivery. And if the answer is yes, then you should leave it on. And this slide is a beautiful slide, and we will send it to all of you. Choose your own adventure. There is no right or wrong way to do this cookie program. It is totally your decision, and we are here to support that. Next slide, please. Okay, so here's the giant slide. During the initial order, which is January 15th to February 15th, in-person orders submitted by the troop during the initial order period are filled to troops using full cases. We can't send you just packages. We have to give you a full case of cookies. So automatically, they are rounded up to 12. There are 12 packages in each case. Your troop is financially responsible for the extra packages this may include. As an example, if the troop accepted an in-person orders for 2 packages of Samoas, 3 packages of Thin Mints, and 1 package of Do-si-do, you will receive 12 Samoas, 12 Thin Mints, and 12 Do-si-dos. So you'll receive a case of each. The troop will distribute the 6 packages to the girl who ordered them, or multiple Girl Scouts who ordered them. And then you'll have 30 extra packages to sell. And the sort of cost to the troop is $5.80 a package. So that is $1.70. So if you add that all up, that is $174 that the troop is on the hook for. The troop bank account will be swept for that $174 at the initial order sweep, which is an ACH sweep we take after the initial order. And you'll see this on, and we'll send you reminders about this. We take the money from the initial order so that it's not sitting in the bank account. And the troop will use extras to fulfill in-person orders taken after the initial order period. Okay, Next slide. How does our troop turn off girl delivery? So let's say you've decided girl delivery is just not for you. You don't want to do in person. You want to do only online. You don't want to go to a cookie cupboard. If your troop has decided not to participate in in-person sales, please submit the opt-out of digital cookie Girl Scout delivered form, which we'll drop again in the chat. And this form must be submitted by 5 p.m. on January 10th. Once girl delivery is turned off for your troop, it is not turned back on. We do not have the ability to turn it on once we turn it off. And your troop will only be able to accept digital cookie shipped orders when you turn off girl delivery, meaning no in-person orders, no in-person deliveries will be made. They'll have to be shipped directly from the warehouse to your customers. Also, in-hand purchases using digital cookie will be disabled for your troop link and individual girl links. This is important if you want to use digital cookie at a booth to take credit cards. So if you plan on doing a booth and doing credit cards, do not turn off girl delivery. Also, your troop, yes, okay, that's what I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself and I was excited. So your troop will not be able to take credit card payments using the digital cookie mobile app. Okay, next slide, please. Here are the rates for digital cookie.
Okay. The web for if you want to use digital cookie at the booth to take
I'm
credit
so
cards,
sorry.
we can.
Siri is trying to be super, super helpful. Okay. Good news is the rates have not gone up. Bad news is the rates are pretty awful. So before, I'm sorry, 4 to 8 packages are $12.99. 9 to 12 packages are $14.99. At more than 12 packages, the cost resets. So someone with 13 packages would pay $14.99 plus $12.99. So it's $27.98. That is the sort of con of using digital cookie is you do have to pay these digital cookie shipping rates. Next slide, please. The cookie connector map. This is something that we have come up with at GSGNY as a way to drive sales to you. We will do troop links and individual girl links. Before February 15th, from January 15th to February 15th, we will do troop links on the digital cookie connector map. After that, during the post sale, we will do Girl Scout individual links, and those will be February 16th to March 30th. What this is you go on the cookie connector map on our website and you say, I'm in area code 10036, which is my area code. I then look and see, and I can see all of the Girl Scouts who are selling in my zip code, and I can pick one of them. It's just a great way to support, for customers to support local girls. Also, caregivers must complete a WUFU form to have their Girl Scouts individual link added to the map. This is not an automatic add into this. Next slide, please. Gift of caring. This is our way of giving back. The gift of caring is a $7 donated box. This year, we have shaken it up and we are using a new gift of caring partner that I truly believe in. It is called Operation Gratitude. Next slide. Operation Gratitude provides care packages for military personnel and their families, first responders and their families, recruit graduates and their families, and veterans. If troops are looking to do a service project, you can download coloring pages that will be included in the packages that are sent out. And here's the link for that. And they also have a great program where you can make a decorative pillowcase as a service project. And again, more information can be found at Operation Gratitude. It's a really, really wonderful organization. And for those of you who know Charity Finder, it has a 100% rating, which is very difficult to get. Next slide, please. Okay, why should I have a troop cookie manager? And why should that troop cookie manager be different than the troop leader? It is estimated by Girl Scouts that the troop leader spends roughly 20 hours a week just on Girl Scouts. During cookie season, that doubles. 40 hours a week during cookie season is a full-time job. It's great to split these things up. So to have a troop cookie manager who is different from the troop leader just sort of distributes the workload. Everybody's bandwidth is a little bit bigger. The troop leader can focus on other aspects of running the troop and delivering a good program, while the troop cookie manager can be focused solely on cookies. It is completely up to you. There are many troops that the troop cookie manager is the leader. I think it is a giant ask to do, and I think if you can recruit someone to help you split it, that is a good idea. Also, there are roughly 92 steps to the cookie program, which is a terrifying number. And if you split that up, it's just a little bit less for everyone to do and a little bit less of a schlep. Next slide, please. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Casey, and she's going to tell you all about rewards.
All right, everybody. So we have some really awesome rewards this year. This year is the Panda. So we have eco-friendly and sustainable rewards. Some really exciting things for this year is one of the rewards is a girl membership at the 500 package level. Another new offering this year that we have is the cookie crossover patch for fall product and cookie participation. So if you participated in fall product and you're participating in cookie sales, you can earn the crossover cookie patch. And also something really important to mention here is make sure that you have your girls' t-shirt sizes logged in eBuddy. So when it comes time to for rewards, we can get girls their right sizes. Thank you. Oh, and here you can see some of the awesome rewards we have this year.
Thank you so much. Heather, can you talk a little bit about the rewards opt-out, please?
Sure. So this is open to the junior cadet, senior, and ambassador troops only to opt out of those rewards. They'll receive the additional 10 cents per package in proceeds. So like Mike had said earlier, the troop proceeds will be $1.30 per package. Girls can still earn all the patches that they hit on that order card. And then new this year, they'll earn their GSUSA membership and the Cookie Executive t-shirt if they hit that 500 package level. And then any cookie dough or camp credit rewards for gift of caring sales, they'll earn those as well. In the past, we've only had the patches for girls in troops that have opted out and the Cookie Executive t-shirts. So we've made sure to include those couple of additional rewards for them. The voting for opting out of rewards must be unanimous amongst all selling girls in the troop. So everybody that's participating in the program needs to agree to opt out. That form again is due January 22nd, and we do have a dedicated email address for those forms to come to, which is rewardsopt@girlscoutsnyc.org. And you'll see that email on the form. So just send it back there. That way it doesn't get lost in our individual emails, and we make sure that we get everybody taken care of.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, we have some upcoming trainings that we would love for you to join. Tomorrow will actually be the Troop Cookie Leader training. You do not have to come to this one. This, the one that you are at now is a much more extensive version of that. But we would love it if you invited your caregivers to the cookie training on December 11th. We also have this fun thing that we do called Cookies, Cocoa, and Questions, which happens 3 times during the cookie season, once a month. And we will answer all your questions. It's very informal. As things come up during the cookie program, this is a chance for you to ask. It's kind of like our office hours. And those will be on January 29th, February 26th, and March 26th. Those are all on Wednesdays, and they'll be via Zoom. Check the Leaders Tribune. We will have them in there, and we'll also put them up on Band beforehand. Okay, next slide, please. Here's a really cool option for you guys. If you would like some one-on-one help, please reach out to our awesome cookie coach, Sylvia. She will schedule a 30-minute walkthrough of cookie season with you and answer every single question starting January 8th, 2025. And you can email her at digitalcookie@girlscoutsnyc.org with the subject New Leader Cookie Coaching. Sylvia has been a service unit manager, a troop leader, a troop cookie manager. She has seen it all, and she has watched this program evolve for the past 20 years. So it's a really, really great opportunity. So please take advantage of it. Next slide, please. Okay, our final door prize. We have almost made it.
All
Casey.
right. And our final door prize, the winner is Morella.
Yay for Morella. Please email Heather Riney. Heather, drop your email in the chat one more time. All right, next slide, please. All right, we've reached the point in the evening where I take a very long sip of my tea and then I start answering questions. Casey is going to throw them to me, so you can start them in the chat. I saw one that came in. Can we turn off girl delivery after initial order? No, it must be turned off at the beginning. And once it is turned off, it has to be turned off by, I believe, January 10th. Once it is turned off, it is turned off. It is a one-shot deal. We can't turn it on and off. All right, Casey, let's play game show.
All right. Our first question is, when can parents start filling out the forms?
Parents can start filling out the permission slip today.
Great. All right. Will there be a free ship week this year?
Okay, so let's talk about free shipping. Let's get this right out of the way. There will not be a free shipping period during the initial order. The budget is such this year that we have to have a very strong initial order in order for us to be able to order free shipping. It is a hundreds of thousands of dollars investment that we would like to make, but we have to make sure that we are in a fiscal position to be able to offer free shipping responsibly. And if we can possibly do it, we absolutely will do it after the initial order period, but it will not be during January 15th to February 15th. So we'll assess after that. We'll research some data and we'll see what we can do, whether it's a free shipping period, a subsidized shipping period. The answer is we just don't know with the budget as of yet. Next slide. Next question.
Does Digital Cookie feed into eBuddy?
Yes. Yes, it does. There's sometimes a little bit of a lag between website A and website B. So if you're not seeing an order, don't freak out right away. Give it a little bit of time. I would say 24 hours. It's probably 24 hours behind.
Next question. When do cookie executives receive the patch for it?
So this is a great question. The cookie executives will all vote on a patch probably in April or May, and then they receive the patch for their cohort.
Great. All right. Do you have a cheat sheet about the cookie manager role to convince someone to volunteer?
I don't, but you know what? If you email in, Heather, drop your email again in the chat. Heather and I will try to come up with like a couple selling points for you. It is a thankless role, and I wish that I had a great sort of like, here's how you pitch troop cookie managers, but let me do some thinking and I'll get back.
All right, let's see. Is the charitable donation strictly for Operation Gratitude, or can individual troops select their own charitable organization to donate to?
Excellent question. It is only Operation Gratitude. It's done on a council level. And that is the partner that we chose this year.
Great. And then, do girls earn rewards if purchases are only made on their website?
Yes. Everything, and it's cumulative. So you can only do Digital Cookie and still be a top seller. That has nothing to do with rewards.
Okay. And Mike, can you remind us the initial order time frame and the cookie booth time frame?
Sure, absolutely. The initial order happens from January 15th to February 15th. And then booths, I believe, Heather, start on March 1st?
February 16th?
Is it February 16th? It's that soon. Great.
Wait a
So
minute,
I believe
February
so.
16th to March 30th. So
Yep.
booths February 16th to March 30th.
Okay, if you add your girl link or troop link to the council map,
Mhm.
does the customer still have the option for girl delivered or is it shipped only?
So they do have the option for girl delivered. It is not shipped only. It's whatever, or I should say, it is whatever that Girl Scout troop has selected. So if the Girl Scout troop, so let's say Casey is a Girl Scout and her troop has selected not to have girl delivery turned on, then she will not have girl delivery available on the map. If Heather's troop decided that they were going to do girl delivery, then the cookie connector map there will be girl delivery available. So again, that's a safety concern of mine. And you might want to share that to the parents that the links will be accessible to the general public.
Where is the information for caregivers to join the training? And will this info be shared directly to the caregivers via their registered email addresses on file?
And that is an excellent thing. It has gone out in the Girl Scout Weekly. We can drop the membership link in the chat if you would like to send it out to the caregivers. There was not a dedicated email that said, please join us on trainings. We've been putting it on Band and on in the weeklies for a bit now.
If the link for this meeting was forwarded to use by our troop leader, how do we become the troop cookie manager? Do we just need to complete the agreement form?
Yes, you should of course talk in conjunction with your troop leader, but yes, you can just fill out the form and become the troop cookie manager. We will then check, of course, with the troop leader to make sure that that's, what is wanted. Also, there were a bunch of people who got this forwarded to them who didn't sign up. I'm thrilled that you joined us. If you want to email in to Digital Cookie and say, please send me the slides, we'll make sure that we add you to the list. Because once the Zoom meeting ends, we have no access to the chat. So email into Digital Cookie and say, please, can I have the slides? And we'll be happy to send you the slides, the recordings, the links, the whole shebang.
Great. Okay, let's see what's next. Where do WooFoo forms go?
They go, it's a server. So they all go directly to the server and then we can access them and sort of manipulate them as we want. But we have access to them. It is a safe and secure server.
Also, Mike, may I jump in on that one really quick?
Absolutely.
Okay, just to let you know that the Girl Scout permission slip also gets sent to the troop leader email that is inputted on that permission slip. So you will get a copy of that. All other forms go directly to the council.
Great. Thank you, Corey.
When can we sign up for eBuddy?
So you don't have to sign up for eBuddy. You'll automatically get an email. The troop leader will automatically get an email to log in, and that will come on January 6th.
Will the links to the permission form and caregiver cookie training be, oh, no, sorry, this is a repeat question. What happens if we don't have the cookie for girl delivery and no one can pick up at the cupboards? So what if they have a girl delivery order and they don't have cookies and they can't pick up from a cupboard?
Then you should turn girl delivery off. That is one of those choose your own adventures. If you are not willing to go to a cupboard or you are unable to go to a cupboard, turn girl delivery off and do digital shipped only. That was, I wish I had a better answer. It's just, there's no great solution to the way that program is set up.
How do I do a cookie booth?
How do you do a cookie booth? An excellent question that I'm going to throw to Heather Riney because she oversees the cookie booths.
So the first thing that you'll do is in eBuddy, and there will be a whole video on booths and cupboards coming down the road, but you'll find your booth location, you know, someplace in your neighborhood, maybe in front of your local supermarket, maybe at your meeting site, and you want to get permission from the, you know, the person there. You'll order your cookies in eBuddy, either with your initial order or in the post sale, there's a way to do it on the transactions tab where you'll order them from a cupboard. And there's a whole booth tab where you'll put in the location, the date, the time, all the pertinent information of your booth. Council will either approve it or not. And honestly, it's very rare that we don't approve a booth. Usually the only time it doesn't get approved is if you're outside the cookie time frame or you're outside the 5 boroughs. So you need to make sure that your booth is within the 5 boroughs of New York City. And you'll show up at your location with your cookies, with your girls, with all your supplies, your money, all of that, and, you know, sell right there to the public.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Will there be a cookie rally?
Yes, there will be a cookie rally. Stay tuned for your email on that one. We are finalizing the details. It will be in early January, and we're very excited about it.
Mike, are there special rules for Juliet's when setting up ACH, rewards for the troop, etc.?
So Juliet's should email Heather Riney, because there's a completely different sort of program that happens for the Juliet's.
If a troop has multiple cookie volunteers, should they all fill out all of the forms that have been mentioned tonight? Should they all have broad access to eBuddy?
I'm gonna say that everyone who wants to have access to eBuddy should fill out the Troop Cookie Manager agreement. And then I would limit my Troop Cookie chair to 1 person, and then I would give everybody else sort of lower accessibility. What you don't want is you don't want everyone to have access to eBuddy. You want to retain that for the troop leader and for the Troop Cookie Manager. Otherwise, it's just too many cooks in the kitchen. And also, the troop leader and the Troop Cookie Manager are on the hook for being fiscally responsible. So I would say limit your access to that. Great question.
Is there a deadline for participating in the Operation Gratitude Coloring Sheet Service Project?
I don't know the answer to that. Heather, is there?
I don't think so. It
I
was
didn't
it
see
was
one when I
something that,
clicked through.
yeah, it was something I saw when I was kind of clicking through their site, getting more information on it. I think that's an ongoing service project of theirs, because they do, you know, these donation boxes from all kinds of, you know, people across the country. So I think that's an ongoing.
So it's a rolling deadline.
Yeah, it's a rolling thing. And there will be, when you click on that link that we provided, there'll be instructions about, you know, what is and isn't allowed. And, you know, I don't think
Right.
glitter, I don't think any of those organizations want like hugely glittered, you know, or like the kids' full names and all that kind of stuff. So once you
Absolutely.
get in there,
No
you'll be
glitter.
able to see more.
No glitter ever. It's a rule of mine. Okay, next question.
Is there a checklist of procedures for all the steps needed in the cookie program?
Yes, there is, and that will be in the Troop Cookie Manager on the Troop Cookie Manager manual, which is available on the website, or will be available on the website. And the very last page is a checklist. So check the website soon for the updated 2025 Troop Cookie Manual, and that will also serve as your Bible sort of for the cookie season.
All right, what do we do if one of our troops is not listed in eBuddy?
I would say that you email Heather Riney and you say, hi, one of my troops is not listed in eBuddy, and we'll get to the bottom of it.
Can you do booth girl delivery and digital delivery? Oh, excuse me, both girl delivery and digital delivery.
Yes, absolutely. That would be, girl delivery remains on. So you have, the customer has the option of girl delivery, or your customer may not want girl delivery. They might just want it shipped to them. I know that I would be the kind of person who was like, just ship it to me.
What is a cookie rally?
Cookie Rally is, think of a pep rally right before homecoming. It is an event to get everybody excited and pepped and rallied for cookie season. There are a bunch of activities. There are some really cool learning opportunities, and it provides skills and also a lot of fun, sort of a fun way to start cookie season.
How do we figure out how many cookies to pre-order for booth sales?
Excellent question. I'm gonna give you my opinion, and then I'm gonna let everyone overrule me if they have a better answer. I would say order what you think you can sell at a booth. So, and also take into consideration the amount of booths that you want to do. If you want to do one booth and you're done, order a conservative amount of cookies. If you are thinking that you are going to do booths every single weekend, then you can go a little bit larger. Also take into consideration what varieties sell. Thin Mints, Samoas absolutely are going to sell. Sometimes your Do-si-dos are a little bit of a harder sell. So it is completely up to you, but I would say think about how many booths you're going to do, what you think you can sell, and the flavors that you think you can sell. You don't want to order 12 cases of Toffee-tastic and be sitting with them at the very end. Does anyone from my team have other thoughts on that?
In the manual, we do have a spot in the booth section with like suggested percentages. So once you decide how many you want to order, how many cases,
You can figure out the
you can
percentage.
figure the percentage that way.
Great.
And just to remember, you are responsible for everything that you take out. So if you take 200 cases for your booth, your troop is responsible for paying for those 200 cases.
Yes. So, and the last thing we want is for you to be on the hook for unsold cookies at the end of the year.
There's a way to trade them with other troops in eBuddy, and then if you're on band, you can post messages, but cookies cannot be returned to the council.
Correct. Once they leave, and that's actually a food safety thing.
Yeah.
We are not allowed to take them back. Next question.
Digital delivery orders that get picked up at a cookie cupboard, do you have to buy the case or just what you need?
I think this is what you're asking. If there is a girl delivered order that comes through Digital Cookie after the initial order period, and let's say it's one girl and she wants 3 packages of Samoas. You can then go to the cupboard and just get those 3 packages of Samoas. You do not need to get a full case.
Great.
I think that was what the question was. If it's not, seek clarification in the chat, and we'll go from there.
Is
That's
there
the
a
way I
link?
understood it too, Mike.
What?
That's the way I understood the question too.
Okay, great.
Is there a link for the service project?
Yes, it will be in the deck under the Operation Gratitude slide.
When do troops get rebates?
Usually about 4 weeks after the program closes. So think last week of April, first week of May.
Right. Is there a general goal new troops should set for cookie sales?
I think it's individual to every troop. You know your troop better than I do. I would say be slightly aspirational, but also be realistic, because if you set a really, really, really high goal, you don't want people to be disappointed. And the goal, I don't want to say the goal doesn't matter, but the goal is not something that we penalize you for if you don't reach. I don't even know what your goal is. So that is between you and the troop. So that would be my advice. Be slightly aspirational, but also be super realistic with yourselves.
What is the service unit number on the form?
That is your service unit. Debbie Foreman, are you on?
Debbie is on.
Debbie is on. Can you tell us what that number is?
It's gonna vary, Mike, from service unit.
Is it
to
going to vary
service
from
unit.
service unit
Yeah,
to
but there
service unit?
should be like a box when you kind of hover in that section with all the service unit numbers and the corresponding service unit name. So if you know your service
Right.
unit name, you can get the number.
And if
Um,
you don't know your name, your service unit name, then reach out to us and we'll help.
Exactly. And we can get that for you.
Great. I've never quite understood the numbers myself, so don't feel
Let's
bad.
see. Is there a booth inventory cheat sheet?
Booth inventory cheat sheet. Not really, but I would consult the Troop Cookie Manual for booths. Also, we will release a video about how you do a booth, which is very step-by-step basic.
Do we have to order a minimum of 15 cases for a booth sale?
I'm gonna
That's an
say-
old, because that's
That's-
coming from Natalie. That's an old,
yeah,
that was an old rule.
yeah, that was an old. That's why that was not under my reign, so that's why it was too funny. No,
Lorena's wondering if we can save the rest of the cookies for the booth sale, or if we have to enter all of the money in on the same weekend, if I understand that correctly.
can you? So you should enter every booth. This is what I think you're asking. You're saying if I have 6 booths, can I enter everything at the end? And I would say that that is a bad idea. And let me show you why that's a bad idea. It will make allocating and record keeping particularly difficult. So if it were me, again, what you do, I have very little control over eBuddy. But if it were me, I would, after I did a booth, I would enter in all the money and I would put that money in the bank. Because there was a case of someone who actually had all the money from several booths, and unfortunately it was stolen out of her desk. And I don't want that to happen to you.
So what is the method of payment at the booths?
So you can take cash, or if you have not turned off girl delivery, you can use Digital Cookie to take credit card payments.
How do we join band?
I have no idea. So I'm going to throw that to anyone on membership who is on the call. Debbie, you're muted. Oh, Casey, can you unmute Debbie Foreman? She's trying desperately to share information. And we
I
muted
asked her to unmute. Did it work?
Yes, it worked. Before I
Woohoo!
couldn't do anything
I could
because
see
you
your
had to unmute
frustration.
me. Yes, yes. So I'm gonna drop the link in the chat for you so that you can join band, and then it is a waiting period. Please make sure you have your full name. Okay, please don't let me have a nickname or anything like that, because I can't check. Okay, because we do check, because there are some leaders that'll be like, well, how do you know who that is? So we do check Salesforce to make sure that you do have a membership with Girl Scouts of Greater New York before we give you approval for that. Okay, so I will drop that in the chat for you, and then you can you'll receive the request, and we'll receive it and approve it within a day. You know, it doesn't take
Perfect.
that long. And
Thank
if
you
it
so much.
has, then reach out to your VES member and we'll get you approved. Okay, but please, the questions that I ask, I need you to answer them. If you do not, then I will not give you approval until I get it answered. Thank you.
Thank you. She's tough.
Absolutely.
She means it. She means it.
Thanks, Miss Debbie. So Mike, what level or how many cookie box sales will qualify for cookie executives for next year?
500, the same as it was
500.
this year. And the really cool thing that we're offering at the 500 level is membership for the next year. We're really excited to be able to offer that this year.
When we order on the first cookie period and have extra cookies in our cases, can we use those extras for the cookie booths?
Absolutely. That is an excellent use of those.
Are there rules about what we can and can't spend the cookie proceeds on?
As far as I am concerned, once we give you the rebate, what you do with that is up to you. I'm going to say that there are probably membership rules. I'm going to again phone my friend Debbie Foreman, so let's unmute her. Debbie, are there rules on what you can and cannot spend money on? Casey, can we unmute her? Thank you so much.
The only thing really is we do not fundraise for other organizations.
Cool.
Other than that,
Great.
yeah, there's nothing.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Does the digital cookie platform require the release of the Girl Scouts' personal information as a requisite to setting up an account?
Absolutely not.
And Mike, I think what's important to let them know is that the only info that a customer would see would be the girl's first name. So
Right.
even her last name is not included there.
And there's
And
no
they can use a
geographical data.
nickname. Yeah, they can use a nickname
Yeah.
instead if that's what they prefer.
Mhm.
Ready
And
for
there
the next
is a safety pledge before the girl signs up digital cookies that advises them on all of these things.
All right, next question. How can I be sure my ACH form was received?
You can email us at ACH and say, hi, was my form received? And we will respond back to you with whether or not we have received it.
When do you expect at-home delivery for the initial order to occur?
That will happen starting the week of March 3rd.
Can you please repeat or clarify eligible or not eligible to use credit card payments?
Sure. If you turn off girl delivery, you then cannot use digital cookie at a booth to take credit card payments. If girl delivery is on, you may use digital cookie to take credit card payments.
Great. If we don't sell all of our cookies during the cookie season and our troop gets charged for them, can we hold a booth sale post-cookie season to get rid of the extra boxes?
Absolutely. You will be charged for them and we will sweep your account, but then we want you to sell those cookies. We want you to be made whole.
All right, payments, where do payments from digital cookie go?
They go directly into the bank account that is on your ACH.
Can you clarify the upfront cost
wait,
to the
wait,
troop for
Casey.
ordering?
Casey, can I clarify that really quick, please?
Yeah.
Okay. Digital cookie payments do not actually go to the troop, but they are credited in eBuddy towards the troop payment due. And at the end of the season, if you have any overpayments, then you will be, then we will pay and reimburse you for any overpayments made.
Excellent point.
Does that make sense? I just wanted to make sure that we clarified that.
Thanks,
Exactly.
Corey.
So
You're welcome.
we take what is owed. Anything that is over that, we return to you.
Can you clarify the upfront cost to troop cost to troop for ordering cookies? Sorry, you mentioned something about $174.
So the key number to remember is it's $5.80 is what the troop is charged. That's less the troop rebate of $1.20.
Will the December 11th training for caregivers be sent out in advance so I can share it with other caregivers?
No, but it will be sent out afterwards so that you may, and make sure that you're registered for that. And we'll send the slides out.
Oh, sorry, they meant, the Zoom link, Mike.
Oh,
Will
yes,
that go out early?
the Zoom link. Can we drop that in the chat again? The
For
registration
the caregiver
for
training?
the caregivers, please.
You got it.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's see.
I thought you wanted my slides in advance, and I was like, no, no.
So just to clarify, if you turn off home delivery, you cannot accept credit cards as a form of payment at the booth. This is a
So-
this is a change from last year.
So it's not home delivery, it's girl delivery. Home delivery is when we ship 75 cases to your or more to your house. Girl delivery, yes. If girl delivery is turned off, you cannot take credit card payments. That is a change. It's a functionality within turning off girl delivery.
The commission we receive from cookie sales, do we have to use it this year or can we carry it over to the following year?
So what your rebate is issued to you, and then what you do with it is completely up to you. You can save it, you can spend it.
Great. If we filled out an ACH form for the fall sale for our troop, do we have to fill out another one for the cookie season?
No, you are already done. Congratulations. You are one step ahead of it. That is one less step you have to do.
Hold on, before you move forward, Casey, but once they have eBuddy access, they will still need to go into eBuddy and enter their banking information. So
Don't make Heather come after you.
please don't make me come after you or have to do it myself. That's where errors happen. Not intentionally, but
Human error. Human error. We all make them.
We are a new troop, so if we have an initial order, when will the money be pulled because we have none?
So you should deposit. I think this is what you're asking. So all of the money that you take in from the order cards, the girls will hand you the money. You should deposit that as soon as possible because that's what we will be sweeping for. And that will happen I don't know the date off the top of my head, but I believe it's in the week of February 20th. Around there.
I show on the calendar March 5th.
Is it March 5th? We
That's
were
what I
that
show.
nice? Wow. Okay. So you have until March 4th to put that money in the bank before we
And-
sweep.
and just so you know, if you order your booth cookies on your initial order, we do not sweep for those cookies
Nope.
with that
we give
initial
those to you
order.
on
So
credit.
we're only coming for the money for those physical paper orders that the girls have and any extras, which, you know, generally the money you've collected covers the council cost of those extras. And then once you sell those extras, you'll recoup your funds that way.
We are nicer than the IRS. So rest assured. Congratulations on being a new troop.
All right, Mike, so that was our last question.
Whew. All right. Well, this is how I always do it. Last questions, anything? Going once? Going twice? All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We really, really appreciate you taking some time out of your very busy schedule in December to join us. And we are here for you. Please reach out and good night. Bye, everybody.
Take care.
Goodbye. Oh, this is the sad part. Everyone leaves. Goodbye, new leaders. We'll talk soon.
My dog was saying bye too. She decided to bark
Was she?
right when I unmuted.
I did. I heard.
I was like, bye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Oh, let me stop recording.